I know this is a student-run show. What exactly does that mean?
Students will design, produce, run, and execute the fashion show. They think of lighting, of music. The promotion students will do everything from social media to ticket sales and posters and brochures. So everything that anybody sees today will be their work. What are the main steps in designing and creating a garment for the fashion show?
The students started designing and thinking about their collection even before the semester started. We met during spring break, we brainstormed some concepts. So at the beginning of the semester, they already had some ideas of what they wanted to work on. So as far as the steps, it was first inspiration development, and we went into sketching the designs, taking a trip to a fabric store, sourcing their fabrics for the designs, and then after that, starting to work in muslin. So making their first samples of their garments in muslin, test fabrics, then fittings with models, and then after that, after making adjustments, going into fashion fabric. So it's quite a long process.
So we do a model call, and it's a school-wide call, and it also includes our social media feeds. So sometimes we get wannabe models who are friends of ours or who are part of our social media. We put out a call early in the semester and end up with models for the fashion show. This year we have over 60 models. So they practice their runway walks, turns, go through countless fittings with your students, making sure all the garments look as best as they can. So it's a lot of fun and a lot of work.
Yeah, I definitely feel the energy in the department when they're working on the model casting.
Where does the inspiration for the students' garments come from?
As an instructor, this is the part that's the most fun for me. I really enjoy seeing students come up with their inspiration. It's a very personal thing, and I think that's what's so exciting about it. They really sort of kind of dig deep and kind of really figure out, like, what is it that inspires me in my work. And so then they start pulling visuals. They first start with images, and maybe it goes into working with fabric on the form. And I think what's exciting about it is just how organic the process is. It's just really kind of exploring, experimenting, and what I've always found is that students just discover something new about themselves and where they want to go and what they want to be as a designer.
How many outfits are students required to make for the show?
We start with a lot of ideas, narrow it down to 6, and sort of the idea is that they're going to work on the construction of their garments, but not necessarily all 6 will work. And so that really gives students the opportunity to kind of pick and choose the things that are going to work the best, that's going to have the outcome that they're looking for. And so I think that flexibility really kind of helps ease the anxiety for some of the students of making everything perfect, because it's not how it actually works. There's always going to be something that doesn't work. But ultimately, we'd like them to develop at least 4 outfits for the fashion show. Whose garments are we going to be seeing in the show?
Every making class has to produce garments, and those students are allowed to put their garments in the show if they are good enough. Most of them are. But so the audience might see like 10 of the same dress because 10 students all had to make that dress. It'll have different details on it, it'll be in different colors, and it'll fit entirely different depending on how the student made it. So we have embellishment and draping classes, 2 pattern drafting classes, and 2 clothing construction classes. So there will be a making class in between each design studio section.
And I think that's what's really exciting about that type of format for the show is I think the audience really gets a sense of how our students have developed their skills over time, really seeing from their first level construction courses to their capstone design class. And yeah, it's really exciting to see that development.
What are the important skills and experiences students will take away from this class?
In terms of skills and experiences, I think you can kind of look at it in sort of like two ways. The first is the creative side of it. I think the program and the class really encourages students to be as creative as they can, really taking their ideas and developing it. As far as the technical, it's making sure the students have the skills that's going to be required in the industry. So, learning those skills and practice. It's really all about practice. They're not going to necessarily learn everything all at once and do it right all at once, but just repetition and just really kind of finding what they like to do and practicing that. Who should we be thanking for the show?
There are so many people to thank. So different divisions or departments within our division. So cosmetology, culinary, MPTV, photography, graphic design. But then we also have the school backing. So we have conference and events. That team does an incredible job working with us to make our show venue exactly the way we want. We have facilities that bends over backwards to make sure we get everything set up in a very short window of time. It really does take a lot of people to create this show. I'm really thankful that everyone participates and we're so well supported. Because this is not an easy endeavor for just students to put together. So you do need a school backing behind you, and we have that.